Hey all, this is Whiteout, project lead for Long 15 NCR Expansion. I know we've been radio silent for a bit, so to remedy that, today's video will be a full hour of Long 15 gameplay. None of this footage will be pre-scripted or cleaned up to make the mod seem more polished than it is. I'll just do some minor editing as I move between locations. I'll mostly walk around the map talking with NPCs, completing a dungeon or two, just exploring the world space. I will be speaking to some main characters in this video, but no major main story spoilers will be revealed. I will flag any light spoilers in the corner a few seconds before they begin, and keep the marker up a few seconds after they end. Please keep in mind that while we are close to finished, all footage you see here is a work in progress and is subject to change. Long 15 has been a massive passion project for everyone involved, and we've really poured our hearts into it. I want to share a few stats that really blew me away when we calculated them. Long 15 features over 130 unique, fully nav-meshed interiors, hundreds of nav-meshed and decorated exterior cells, and it's about 10 times the map size of Drywell's, the Legion counterpart to this mod. Long 15 contains about 20 combined hours of replayable content with 4 main story endings. There's 11,000 fully voiced dialogue lines with lip sync, and 10,000 unique written topics. We have over 30 marked quests with multiple endings and deep player choice, including world reactions to your decisions in the mod, as well as those in the Mojave. In addition, we've added over 20 unmarked quests and encounters. These range from things like helping a teacher collect homework from students, to sending food to the front lines, or getting put into a drunk tank at the bar, among many others. Long 15 is also fully companion friendly, with NavMesh allowing them to travel the whole world space with you. We've added reactions to your companions and even spliced some lines for them to react to events and locations in our world space. No AI was used in any portion of our development process, including writing, implementation, or voice acting. Long 15 has over 30 direct contributors with a small, tight-knit core team, but a massive number of people who have assisted with development. Additionally, our voice acting cohort blew us out of the water. We have a cast of 107 unique voice actors, which is actually over double the size of New Vegas's cast. We're also working with 8 talented musicians and bands who graciously allowed us to feature their music in a new radio station. All of this work has been created within the last year, and walking through the world space, I believe it will shock people at how much has been created in that short time frame. Thank you to our Patreon members, our supporters, and the folks who have helped us along our development journey. Feel free to join us on Discord if you have any questions or want to join the conversation. Thanks, everyone.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Please, I'm trying to get home, but they won't let me through the gate. I hired a courier to take my paperwork in ahead of me, and I'm pretty sure I got scammed. DRC paperwork always takes a while, but it's been weeks, and I haven't heard anything. What's worse, I heard rumors that some troopers are looking for someone by my name. I bet the bastard took my identity. Who knows what he's been getting up to? It's no good, I've tried. I don't have the proper papers, and they don't have the authority to give me new ones here without any identification. The mountain pass ahead is crawling with troopers. Department of Roads and Commerce. Have you never been down the 15 or something? They process all travelers coming from the Mojave and act as more of a roadblock than anything. Hell, they have 10 checkpoints from here to the hub. You have to get through all of them if you want to make it out of the desert. It can take a week for them to get to you, and another to approve your paperwork. Hence why I hired someone to do it for me. Well, I'm pretty sure my identity has been stolen, so I need you to clear my name firstly. I don't want to walk into Baker and get arrested, or worse, because an Elias Turner scammed someone else in town. I need a special pass to get home. This part might be a little trickier, but I promise I'll make it worthwhile. Turners always pay our debts. You could try the DRC, but if they turn you away, you might need special approval. Last time something like this happened, I was able to clear it up with one of the officers at Fort Westin. I heard they all got replaced, and there's a new colonel in charge over there. I can't speak to his demeanor. Sounds great. Just follow the 15 and keep going west. It's a long walk, but the biggest danger is boredom. This should be easy money for you. You'll know you're almost there when you get through the mountain pass and see a toll booth up ahead, with a hitching post on your right. Then just keep heading down the hill to the DRC. You can't miss it.
Hey there. Gotta make sure we've got something for the logbook before you go back west. Have you spoken to Major Knight yet? Very well. Let me take a look here. Okay, it looks like you've been logged. You can pass on through. Have a nice day. Have a pleasant day.
Hello. Hey, I recognize you. You're one of them Mojave Express couriers, right? You passed by not too long ago, I think. That's okay. I'm Linda Scranton. This is the Brahmin Hitching Post. Checkered suit? Like black and white? No one of that description came through here. Sounds Vegas, though. As for the cons, I haven't seen any pass through here. Really, ever. Sorry I can't be of more help. Sure. So this is the Long 15. It runs from Dayglow to Old Canada. This stretch of the interstate's pretty safe. Just don't go off into the Hollow Hills. The critters there are pretty tough. If you keep going west, you'll hit Fort Westin. After that, Baker. If you want to go to the hub, you'll need proof of citizenship though, and it takes forever to get that verified. It's bark scorpion breeding season, so they're more agitated than usual. They typically don't try attacking the roads though. Any other questions? Well, the two big shots around here are Hightower and Stanton. You could get employment with them easy. Alternatively, there's always the merchants at the Hawaiian King, but I don't really trust them. Any other questions? Have a safe trip.
Contact!
I guess old guys are tougher than we look, huh? Sort of look like the bad
It's
guys.
over.
Well, that sure is a dead body there, boss.
Take him out.
Wow, I'm actually still alive. Who would have guessed?
Take him out.
Yeah. Now you want fighting. I know. Don't worry, boss. With my cataracts, you only sort of look like the bad guy. Time to fight.
All right. It's over. Keep looking. All clear.
Gotcha. Oh! Guess my eyes weren't playing tricks after
Contact.
all.
All clear.
Get him, boss. I mean, if that fits with the script.
All right. It's over.
Gotcha.
You ever try that Zayden jerky? Our new colonel runs a tight ship. Good thing, too. Someone has to.
Our new colonel runs a tight ship. Good thing, too. Someone has to. Got business here? Don't need to look at the thermometer to know it's hot out.
Hey, stay back from the tunnel. There's an ongoing search and rescue operation underway. For your own safety, I need to ask you not to go any further. We aren't entirely sure. This tunnel's been blocked by debris for years, and the thing just seems to go on forever. About a month ago, our drilling crews finally broke through, and an expeditionary force was sent in to see what was up ahead. Their mission was to punch through to Death Valley and open a connecting route north, but it's been radio silent since they entered. They were expected to be gone for a while, and radio signals may be impossible to transmit in there, depending how far it goes. A red flag went up after 2 weeks. That's when their truck should have returned for a resupply if they needed it. My unit didn't hear about this until a week after that, and we had to be rerouted from SR ops in the Sierras. I immediately sent my 4 best troopers into the tunnel, armed to the teeth with combat kits, but it's a long tunnel and they went on foot. Combat search and rescue operations. When troopers go missing or are stranded behind enemy lines, they send us to get them out. We're usually the last squad to pull out of hot zones, and the first to go in if anything happens to NCR scouts. First in, last out. It's a dangerous job. I won't authorize something like that. My orders are not to let anyone through this tunnel. You'll need to speak to Sergeant Parks at Fort Westin to get permission first. He's been overseeing troop movements and handling PR for this incident. If you want to get in there, you'll need to do it by the book. I wouldn't even consider it under normal circumstances, but this situation is anything but normal. Best of luck to you.
You ever see a death claw? I thought I did once, but it was just a really big morat. It's always hot. Thank God we don't have to work out here.
Something ain't right with my checks. I'm telling you. Something just ain't right.
Look, it's real simple. We work too fast, we finish the job. We finish the job, we lose the job.
Betcha I can stack cinder blocks higher than you.
Oh, are you one of the new workers? My name's Luz. There's a drill for you somewhere. Nothing. For now. Construction of the Wendell Peterson Memorial Highway. It was supposed to have been finished years ago. Fine. That would be Lemon. Or Emmanuel Fold. Although, if you believe the rumors... In any event, he's the foreman. For now, at least. That he's taking money from Stanton, deliberately slowballing the project. I don't know about that. He'd be stupid to be working with that guy with the court cases going on right now. He's definitely corrupt, though. We need leverage. We don't have any hard evidence of wrongdoing on Lemon's part, but we suspect he's been cutting our pay. It's not normal for a check to be different amounts every month, right? The project is partially funded by Frick Stanton, but there are rumors about him slow-walking the project intentionally. I don't personally believe that, though. Once you do that, you could either head to Hightower or go to the press. The only things Fold understands are power, money, and reputation. If you threaten one of those, they'll probably work with you. There's a few ways you could help us get a seat at the bargaining table. Our main issue is we need proof of wrongdoing. Stolen wages, broken equipment, or other general corruption would do. Lemon won't trust any of us snooping around, but maybe you can get him to slip up or check out the equipment to get proof that we can't do our jobs here. Thanks. No hard feelings if you come up short.
I've got a lot of work on my desk. Whatever you want, make it quick. That is me, yes. You may address me as Project Foreman Fuld. No. What would you like to know? This conversation is over.
Move along, please.
Hey again. Well, the story is that Lemon docked someone's pay for dropping a tool off the side of the overpass. Can't say I believe that part, because Lemon never goes up there. Anyways, so the worker drops the tool, Lemon docks his pay, and the guy just socks him right in the face. Broke Lemon's jaw and walked off the job site. Wish I could meet the guy and shake his hand. Goodbye.
Please.
Spent a day off at the Hawaiian King once. Not bad, but the drinks don't compare to Lindsay's.
You hear about the black chip? I heard it's invite only.
The work never ends.
What's going on in Bakerstown Hall? First it's full of workers, now it's locked up tight.
There's a story behind every wrinkle of your ghoul friend's face.
I don't believe we've met. I should need no introduction, but I'll give it to you anyways. I'm Bruno Frederick Stanton, but I've yet to meet someone who called me anything other than Frick. You can call me that too, assuming that we're talking business here. Yes, and what did you want? Of course it is. I've never been one for modesty. It'd be delusional and dishonest. The fact is that I am the most important person you or anyone else will ever meet, and I want everyone who sees this place to know it. Saves a lot of time if they can already tell. Bullshit's always happening, and I don't do handouts, especially not greasing the wheel for somebody screwed over by the DRC. Whatever it is, take it up with the sheriff's office, or that Colonel Royaz would be a better bet, okay? See yourself out. Yeah, you do look pretty capable. Tell you what. I want you to meet the Colonel over at the fort. I'm holding things close to my chest right now, but I can tell you that shit's about to go down, and there is an opportunity for a lot of money to be made. Talk to Royaz, and then come back to me when he starts having you run things for him. And here, show a good faith, 100 NCR bucks, gratis.
there, can I get you anything? I'm Lindsay, the indentured bartender here at Casa Stanton. I've been working here about 3 years to pay off some debts my family owes to Baron Stanton. At this rate, I'll have to pay them off in 127 years! Stanton made a deal with my father. A great deal I'm sure he'd add. He agreed to sell land to my dad to build a farm. My family figured we'd be able to pay it back once our crops started growing, but they never did. Now we're all working here to pay back the loan, plus interest. Unless you can magically turn a desert into fertile farmland, probably not. Thanks, though. What's on your mind? Sure thing. Let me know if you need anything else.
With all the refugees coming through, that followers clinic in Baker's gonna be busy for a long time.
Those farmers outside should really get themselves accountants.
You ever try that Zayden jerky? Doc Baker's a great doc, even for a ghoul. Don't let any of those hupsters tell you otherwise.
I've been here before, used mostly for supplies and deployment.
It's not often we see civilians here, unless they're in cuffs. Can I do something for you? This is the military police headquarters for Fort Westin. We maintain law and order, primarily within the Fort Westin perimeter, but lately we've been leaning in to help the Baker Sheriff Department too. They only have the one jail cell, so we've been watching their overflows until they can get transferred into the hub. What's a civilian doing in MP headquarters? Rangers generally do our best work out in the field, but that isn't to say we aren't useful at home too. I have a feeling the brass is testing integrating us into regular units. I won't be surprised if they try to give me a beret and a promotion. This unit was underperforming when I arrived last month. Now they know Ranger takedowns and are in better shape than the MPs on the front line. Huh, they should let us train the whole army. Be seeing you.
Another day in paradise.
I've seen caravans full of contraband trying to bluff their way past. Don't be that guy.
Welcome to the Department of Roads and Commerce. If you have an appointment, please see Mr. Bowers down the hall. Otherwise, please wait your turn.
Oh, hell. I'm really very busy. What the hell do you want? That's quite the coincidence. We just received paperwork for the arrest and processing of an Elias Turner in Baker. Surely no relation, right? You're reporting a crime, you know. Your best bet would be the Baker Sheriff's Office just up the road. Or you could see if the good colonel would release some of his troopers to help you with that. Of course, that's just the crime. If you're interested in the paperwork, head east to the other DRC office. They might have a backup of his information that we don't. No. Unless you are looking to help me with this paperwork, you are wasting my time, and that of the NCR taxpayer. Well, I don't want to spend all day doing paperwork when I could be looking at magazines with very nice pictures of some very pretty ladies. I'd honestly prefer if you tried greasing the mayor's palms or getting the local Brahmin baron to bribe us. I'd take that bribe. Yeah, awesome. Now leave.
Paperwork never ends.
You ever think about how we're guarding sand? Like, dying over miles of
Hey, I'm Rushing Waters. Welcome to Fort Westin. Make trouble, and I'll make you dead. If you have actual concerns, talk to Colonel Royez. He's inside. Not where I'm from. The beautiful blue rivers and green forests of Toyabe, far to the northeast of here in Nevada. It's the armor of a desert ranger. Or, well, mine is, but some of the NCR's other veteran rangers wear them too. We used to be a different tribe, but we've joined up with the bear. There's a lot to say. A lot of history in that name. We're older than the Legion, than the NCR, even the Great War. But I'll give you the short version. Our tribe believes in combat excellence, brotherhood, and the right of people to be free from danger, want, and control. The Rangers were a great tribe, with clans in every state in the Old Southwest. If a ranger visited your town, you just knew that your luck was about to change. Our luck ran out 10 years ago. The Legion spooked the command and they fled to the Bear and signed a treaty to bring us into the NCR. I never met them. I was in Utah for all 7 years we fought them. A lot of my brothers and sisters did, though. Told me that the Legion just kept coming. I guess I can see why we signed the treaty if that was the case. Not sure, really. The way you hear the other Rangers talk, you'd think they were winning. I guess there were just too many of them. At the fort? No. There are none in the Mojave right now either. Kimball's got most of them in Baja or fighting the Brotherhood. It kinda sucks when the leadership signed a treaty for helping us fight the Legion, but wants us fighting their problems instead. I guess that's the game the NCR's playing now. Go for it. He's a good commander hemmed by bad leadership. The Sierra campaign was a simple, solid, well-done operation. But he's a boss that I never had to answer to before. His Rangers and my Rangers are different. I do feel listened to, but I don't think his bosses are listening to him. They call him Memo because they don't want to mispronounce Guillermo. He hates that nickname. If his bosses can't even get his name right, then just forget it. Keep your wits about you.
sand.
This is Fort Westin. You're not a trooper. Do you have business here? I don't typically provide military travel passes to civilians. You'll need to go through the proper channels to help your friend. Try the DRC offices. There are 2 within a few miles of here. Very well. If you're looking for more work, come see me after you help your friend. We may be able to work together, if you can prove your resourcefulness. Hello again. Yeah? There's no shortage of small tasks that need to be done around here. Out of curiosity, have you helped out the NCR before? I see. Start with small jobs around the base for now. There's never a shortage of those. Alternatively, you came from the east, right? Plenty of jobs at the outpost just east of here. At the fort, yes. My current commanding officer is General Courtney Marks at Murrock. Once the situation is adequately resolved, he will send troops to relieve me, and I will return to my post in the Vault City territory. An influential citizen in this town requests military assistance to deal with the reemergence of raiders in this sector. Otherwise, this is a fairly mundane sector. My troops patrol the roads but haven't reported any new raider activity since we've arrived. I assume Leland Hightower. He's one of the water merchants and has been working to build up this town. I had a meeting with him not long ago. We discussed high-priority caravans, R&R agreements, and troop allocations. The Mojave Military Authority is led by General Lee Oliver at Hoover Dam. My troops are not presently under his command, nor has he requested their use. His Rangers counterpart is Chief Josh Hanlon. Ask them. The Brotherhood recently punched a hole through our investment near Lost Hills, but they were taken out in a pitched battle along NCR Grand Route 5. It speaks to increasing desperation and indicates that the siege is working. Still, there seems to be no indication that the stalemate is going to be broken anytime this year. It's the junior conflict to our war with the Brotherhood in terms of resources allocated. But the reports are troubling. They indicate a ruthless, fanatical, well-trained army that is only increasing in number and boldness. We're more than holding our own in the Sonora, but the Legion looks like it's on track to take the dam. If that happens, then this place will become a combat zone. Not from the NCR? Or just uninformed? Now, I suppose it doesn't matter. The answer is yes. A lot of reasons. None of them particularly good. The biggest one is leadership. The current Brotherhood Council of Elders is increasingly unresponsive to negotiations. Of course, neither is our... All I can say is that it's a shame that the war has been going on for so long, and I will be happy when it ends. Ask them. Goodbye then.
The hub's got the fun, the Mojave's got the action, and we're stuck with the thermometer.
This is a restricted area. State your business. What type of help? This isn't a combat front. Seriously, don't go around shooting things. Actually, I might know how to make you useful. Talk to Mikhail. He's inside. Nothing good. Feel free to enter at your own risk. That land is not patrolled or protected by the NCR. An old bomb crater blocks the road to Kelso a few miles ahead, and it's seeping with radiation. No point in clearing out whatever's up there just to turn into ghouls in the process. If you're looking to do some hunting or find some action, that's where you'll find it. But don't expect us to come running if you get into trouble. Yeah. Honestly, I wish I had a combat posting. Legion are overrunning the Mojave, and I'm stuck guarding a power plant. It just sucks. If it was operational, it'd be one thing, but I'm guarding a useless installation. I want to do something, damn it. Stay out of trouble.
If I was a people person, I wouldn't be an engineer.
Hey, stay out of the basement. A bunch of non-engineers tried to be engineers. Didn't work out. Man, I wish I was working on power armor.
Yeah? My name is Mikhail. I'm this facility's OSI director. I'm in charge of keeping this substation operational and diverting its power across the region. At least, whatever power we can get out of this place still. The station is currently only producing emergency power, which is around 30% of our total capacity. Robots. Lots and lots of robots. The place was inactive when NCR first took control of it. My predecessor turned on the power without running any security checks. As you might expect, the robots reactivated and massacred a bunch of the troops. We haven't been able to stage a recovery mission. Nothing. NCR ate a lot of lead, and OSI doesn't want the machinery damaged, so they just locked it off. I'm honestly pretty pissed at the last guy. The pre-war people actually left a note telling us that this would happen and the key code to turn them off. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Job's simple enough, but you'll need to be pretty well armed if you want to make it out alive. Run down there and install this override module. Look for the console near the big generators with electricity sparking on top. The module includes a kill switch that should take out the 2 biggest security bots, but the smaller ones run on a different server, so you'll have to watch out for those. Keep in mind that the security systems down there was able to wipe out a couple of squad of troopers. Nobody will blame you if you change your mind.
Spotted.
Since you don't seem willing to do the world a favor and kill yourself, I guess I'm gonna have to do it, Joe, you son of a bitch.
You shouldn't tease me like that. You shouldn't tease me like that.
Good looking, boss. Keep looking.
I'm afraid I'm quite good at killing.
Company.
Looks like this is my lucky.
If you say you saw something, I'm sure it was.
Contact!
Don't worry, boss. We might catch it.
Unable to continue mincing lawful use of deadly force.
You're mine. Can't feel all my limbs.
Kill them all, like John.
Move along, please.
Ready to die for your country, you...
We got company.
sounds for a new world. It's Woozer here, shaking the dust off your ears. Stay tuned. Stay open-minded. Remember those fancy vertibirds NCR flew in? Well, turns out they're barely holding together. Word is, those birds are rusted, busted, and about as useful as a rock with wings. Hope nobody needed air support.
I'll be the man you want me to be. However, sure that I'll become something. You're nothing but a case of sellable lies on repeat. So will you be kind enough to sign my reprieve? How will you fare against the stress of life? This nest has cradled me for quite some time. Oh, I'm walking the black road. If this is a dream, then when will I wake up? Nobody's on my side. No, this ain't for me. So when will I wake up?
Company. All clear.
I'll let myself
Contact.
out of this cage I'm in. Cry me a stream, boy, you never win. No, you never. How will you bear against the stress of life? This nest has cradled me for quite some time. Another way could be the path I ride. Am I awake or am I blind? Oh, I'm walking the black road. If this is a dream, then when will I wake up? Nobody's on my side. No, this ain't for me. So when will I wake up?
Hey, man. What's up? Oh, wow. That was you? I didn't even ask, though. It's like we're on the same wavelength or something. Maybe there's more frequencies flowing out there than I thought. Here, dude, it's the least I can do. Enjoy the tunes. I hope the music is a reward for you, too. Hey, what's up? I go by Woozer. Yeah, it's my birth name, before you ask. The Hub, born and raised. Just looking for a fresh start. Can't afford it. I had to leave the Hub a while ago, and I came here to get myself back together. This is only the second roughest place I've slept in, though. As long as I keep playing the music, most of the people here leave me alone. First what? I misspoke. This is the roughest place I've slept in. It's my radio station. It's new. New isn't always good, but new should always be heard. I have a runner who brings holotaste to the stuff from the Hub scene every month or so. New performances, new songs. And if we want to build a better world, we have to embrace the new. If we keep listening to the old stuff, we'll end up just like they did. Nah, I'm talking about the government. The old US one. I used to think they had it good because there wasn't a wasteland back then. I know better now. Yeah, a lot of the homeless in Baker live here. The followers can't really keep up with it and had to kick a bunch of people out for not paying their medical bills or not having insurance. So, they came here, where all the trash is dumped, to pick through the scraps. The followers used to do inhaler exchanges here before one of them got mugged. Police sometimes have to come in for the ODs. There is a community here, even if it's a loose one. There are rules about how we treat each other. I expect the police or army to clean this place up sometime in the next year, but until then, we're here. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's not something people always like hearing about, but I try to keep an open mind. What, generally? Or the government, or the people, or what do you mean? I don't know. When I was a kid, I hated it. Hated everything about it. The cities, the government, the mutant Californians. I hated the taxes, the war, the crime, the police, just like everything. But I got a new perspective on things while I was in prison. Lockhart State Penitentiary. Most people in the hub go there. Arson. Don't really want to go into more detail. What was the original question? The NCR, right? I think they remind me a lot of the past, and I can't say that's a good thing. The world isn't great, and that's been true for most of the past, so the only way to make things better is to look to the future. Go for it. I'm sure it'll come up again. Not at all. It's my passion, though. Take it easy, brother.
That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune when I'm back on top in June. Or fucking was it July? No, it's back on top in June. What? Bub? Is that you, Bub? Bub, my deputy, he's over in the fucking, tell him to come get me. Looks like the law finally caught up with me, huh? You're here to throw the book at me, deputy? Go on, then. Maybe that mayor in the town hall will give you a medal. One less roadblock for him to have his way with the place. Fine. I'll go see Bub. Just give me a little bit to sober up. I'll be over there soon. I'll head back to Bub. Don't rush me. God, my head's killing me. Hey, buddy, you got a light?
wish I knew more about what's going on in the Mojave. Seems like it's important. Saw another family heading down the 15 yesterday. Didn't look like they had a destination in mind.
Name's Marion. Welcome to the Frontier Store. Let me know if there's anything you'd like. Oh, yeah. That's been on this building since well before my time. Some people get obsessed with that drawing, saying it leads to some great undiscovered treasure. Over the years, turned into quite the art exhibit. I have it touched up every once in a while because it brings in curious customers and treasure hunters looking to buy supplies. The story goes that a wanderer made their way through Baker just after the bombs fell and robbed the town hall here of a great fortune. Their lungs filled with fire and skin peeled from the toxic air, with death becoming a certainty. The traveler decided that if they couldn't keep their haul, nobody could. They stashed the treasure away in a cave and scattered the keys across the area, finally submitting to death soon after drawing a crude map on the side of this building. If you ask me, it's a bunch of nonsense. Tall tale written to encourage tourism and sales. But hey, if it's true, I'll be able to tell people my map made someone rich. It's a nice enough place. Better than where I used to live. Phoenix. Then the Boneyard. Yep. Horrible place. I cannot not recommend it enough. And the Legion? I hate them. The NCR should stop playing around and make them feel what it's like to be crucified. Dad wanted me to keep the toy store. And I did, for a while, after he passed. But I didn't stay for long. If I hear another Caravaneer talk about the Legion's safe roads, I might actually just shoot them. Or, well, no. I'd just kick them out of the store. Caravaneers love the Legion because there's no labor laws. They don't have to pay workers, and the Legion killed all the raiders. I wasn't a Caravaneer. My dad ran a toy shop. The tribals were rough customers, but they left us alone. Toys weren't useful to the Legion, so the Legion didn't bother stopping the local Centurion from extorting us every single day. Couldn't sell toys to the slaves either, and because Phoenix was Slave City, none of the non-slave subjects were allowed in. And then there are the slaves themselves. It was... Actually, I'm done talking about this. Okay. Come again soon.
Welcome to the world's largest thermometer shop. It's a 30 cap fee to enter the store, and viewing the thermometer is also 50 caps. I saw you out there staring. I'll give you a deal. 100 caps, and you can view it again on the way out. You're new around here, I can tell. You don't know who I am yet. I'll let this one slide, if you buy a thermometer. Tickets for the thermometer right here. This thermometer was built hundreds of years ago, almost 100 years before the Great War. It has withstood the test of time, and once it even snapped in half during a storm and had to be rebuilt. Concrete was poured around the base of the thermometer, creating the plaza that still exists to this day. The thermometer is a whopping 134 feet tall to mark the hottest temperature it had recorded at the time. That will be 25 caps, please. I've been called much worse. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you should leave. You're slowing things down for all my paying customers. chew my moneymaker, will ya?